Welcome to Motoring Monday for September 7th, 2015. I'm Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. Today, we've got a new big-time luxury flagship, a land yacht for Mercedes-Benz, the new S-Class Cabriolet. We're also going to have a look at the new Honda Accord for 2016, as well as what Chrysler's done to update their Pentastar V6. And this week, I got to test drive the 2016 Ford F-150 with that new Pro Trailer Backup Assist program. So I'm going to show you some footage on that, as well as let you know what I think about it. All that in our test drives. It's coming right up. As if Mercedes-Benz didn't already have a flagship, a land yacht that commands everyone's attention on deck, this week they unveiled the S-Class Cabriolet. It's not an SL Roadster. No, this is a healthy, meaty new drop-top variation of the top-end S-Class coupe for those among us who don't need to fight for a roomy parking space in the streets of life. And if it's anything like the classic SE Cabriolets of the 1960s and 70s, these will be kept close and babied well. With the open air, Mercedes says the S-Class Cabriolet remains exceptionally rigid, with added bulkheads and bracing made of aluminum and magnesium. Even with a robust pyrotechnic rollover protection system, they say its weight is on par with the S-Class coupe. And in addition to being the height of rolling large in terms of style and elegance, a great deal of attention was given to making it both quiet at speed with the soft top down, as well as comfortable. Air scarf neck level heating, heated seats front and rear, as well as heated armrests are just the beginning of the list. And you heard that right, this has a soft top, not the folding hard top which has been such the rage in the last decade. It keeps the coupe's profile and stows neatly away as you'd expect, and you can have it in black, dark blue, beige, and dark red just to add some extra style. Power comes from a 4.7-liter V8 in the S550 Cabriolet, an engine offering 449 horsepower which drives the rear wheels through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Now if you want more power, you can get the Mercedes-AMG S63 4MATIC, and that has the larger 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged V8. That engine, with its 577 horsepower, comes with the AMG SpeedShift MCT 7-speed sports transmission, and as noted, the all-wheel drive of 4MATIC. Mercedes says it'll accelerate from 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds, which is pretty quick for a big heavy tank like this. Arriving in the spring of 2016, the S550 Cabriolet and the S63 4MATIC Cabriolet are going to be pretty darn expensive. I think we can bet on that, but I think they're also going to be pretty exciting. Not very exciting are mid-size four-door sedans, yet they're on the top of the sales chart, some of the best-selling vehicles on the planet. So when it comes to redesigning the 2016 Accord, I think Honda plans to keep theirs on the top of the sales charts. So what's new here? Well, we start with the new front fascia, which has sharper creases, deeper air inlets, and some sexy new LED fog lights. There's a new aluminum hood with sharper lines that gives more character, accented by a larger and more prominent grille. At the rear of the Accord are new LED taillights and a more aggressive rear fascia that mimics some of the design cues from up front. There's new wheel designs across the lineup, including the first ever 19-inch wheels on the top-end sport and touring models. The interior gets a healthy dose of new technology that includes an upgraded 7-inch display audio system that can now be had with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The new smartphone pairing platforms will offer an expanded array of features and connectivity from the very people who already know what they're doing. Honda also upgraded the cabin with available 60/40 split folding rear seats, though it's still amazing to me that such a feature is new in this day and age, let alone still an option. There's also heated rear seats, rain-sensing wipers, and parking assist now available. Chassis upgrades include a comprehensive stiffening by adding more structural bracing up front and at the rear, upgraded dampers all around, and a retuned electric power steering rack. All of these should bring a sharper and more solid driving character. The 2016 Honda Accord is on dealership lots right now. Now, do you know they sold over 40,000 Accords last month? That's a lot. And that, of course, makes the Accord the #1 selling car in America. And I don't think that's going to change at all with the 2016 model year. When it comes to change, Chrysler's 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 got a lot of new technical features for this year, so much so, I thought it was interesting enough to share it with you. Now, this engine's under the hood of a lot of different vehicles from Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and the Ram trucks. And to keep progress moving in power gains and better efficiency, Chrysler gave this engine a healthy makeover. A new valve train system features variable valve lift and has two separate modes of a low lift and a high lift. This, combined with variable valve timing, enables both a fuel-saving low compression cycle and a more powerful high compression cycle. And to that, the maximum compression ratio has been increased to 11.3 to 1, with those cylinders being fed with an all-new intake system that now uses cooled EGR. This is something new, a feature usually only found in modern diesel engines. By cooling the recirculated exhaust gas that gets introduced back into the fresh air intake, a more aggressive tune can be maintained for maximum power with less detonation that would be caused by the higher heat. With these and several other improvements, the new 2016 Pentastar V6 picks up some 15% more torque and a few extra horses. And most importantly, it does this while also offering up better fuel economy. While final specs weren't yet announced for the new engine, it will first appear in the 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and then it'll filter out into the rest of the vehicles in the near term. In our test drives this week, we tested the 2015 Nissan Pathfinder 3-row crossover SUV, one of the more popular players in its class. Now I gotta be honest with you right up front, I miss the old Pathfinder with its truck chassis, bold style, and true off-road cred. So in testing this one, I had to get over that and try to appreciate it for the versatile family car that it now is. In so doing, I drove it around on the back roads, the highways, and around the suburban jungle to see how well it behaved. What I found was a reasonably refined front-wheel drive sleigh, though a bit underpowered with its 260 horsepower V6. Soccer moms aren't likely to be too upset though, as it has a well-done interior with seating for 7. The seats fold down and tumble easily, and there's lots of room for all the gear and doodads we carry around with the family. Fuel economy is, however, much better with this new crossover Pathfinder than the old heavy truck it once was, coming in at 23 mpg combined for our week. And it does drive and handle more like a modern-day car than a third-world agricultural implement. You can get the full review on the 2015 Nissan Pathfinder by clicking on the link down below. In the information section, you can also log on to our website at testdriven.tv. In a reality check segment this week, I got the chance to test drive the 2016 Ford F-150 and test that new Pro Trailer Backup Assist system that got so much attention and colorful commentary in the review we did just last spring. Basically, on our first video about this, the overwhelming comment that I saw time and time again was essentially, if you can't back up a trailer without that crap, you ain't got no business driving a truck. Well, honestly, I kind of agree with that sentiment and am myself quite a damn good trailer backer-upper. So when I went to the local demonstration for this new feature, I had a bit of attitude and skepticism on how valuable it could really be. So there I was in a nice new 2016 Ford F-150 trying out this new system, which uses the truck's backup camera and electric power steering, along with a marker you place on the tongue of your trailer to assist in the process. With the knob on the dash, you simply watch your mirrors and the display on the dash, then turn the knob in the direction you want the trailer to go. This is different than the standard way of doing it, where you turn the steering wheel the opposite direction. The first demo challenge was backing in a straight line. It seems easy enough, but no matter how good you are, you always need to correct and turn as you go. With the system on, no wheel or knob turning is needed. It keeps you backing in a straight line no matter what. This I actually liked. Backing the trailer into a spot was another matter altogether. My first attempt was the regular old-fashioned way, in which I put my trailer right on target on the first try, impressing everyone who was there. I was proud. The second pass was using the system. Not as easy at first because it was counterintuitive to how I had learned to do it, and because the knob turn doesn't give linear steering inputs as the steering wheel flails back and forth, it takes some getting used to. So I actually found it harder in this case, but I think for people who aren't already well experienced, it might be easier for them. And there is one key benefit here: the new assist system will not let you jackknife the trailer. Well, it was a lot of fun, but I do think there is a missing link here, which would be a wireless backup camera you put on the back of your trailer so you can actually see what's behind it, because even though the system allows you to back up a little bit more accurately, you still have to watch your mirrors and judge how far back you are. So it'll still let you back right into something, though perhaps more accurately. Now, it's time for our money shot, where we take the hottest photo from this week's auto news and we show it to you. Making its official debut very soon at the Frankfurt International Auto Show will be the Jaguar F-Pace. The first sport utility from the English brand, the new aluminum-bodied F-Pace looks like a pretty cool cat from where I'm standing. You know, this reminds me of back in the day when Mercedes-Benz first introduced the ML class in the United States. I asked a friend of mine who was a Mercedes-Benz buff what he thought about Mercedes building an SUV, and he didn't really like the idea. He likened it to Rolex building a clock radio. That's what he said. But the reality is, nearly 20 years later, I bet he's probably driving one by now. But actually, for him, it'd probably be a GL because he made pretty good bank. Well, that's it for Motoring Monday today, folks. Click on the link right here and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a new video almost every single day, and we test drive one, sometimes two cars every single week. There's always something new. You can also follow us on social media, that being Google, Twitter, and that Facebook, by clicking on the links down below in the information section or up on our website if you happen to be there. That's testdriven.tv. I'm Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. I hope you enjoyed the ride.